Saturday, if not the entire week, outside of what happened on Thursday Night Football. Colin Kaepernick scheduled to work out for NFL teams at 3 p.m. Eastern at the Atlanta Falcons facility in Flowery Branch, Georgia yesterday. And then the workout set up by the NFL about an hour before it all went down. Kaepernick announced that he was moving his workout to a high school in Riverdale, Georgia, about 60 miles away. As a result, only 8 of the 25 NFL teams who were in attendance made the move when the location was changed. That also included Hugh Jackson, who was slated to run the workout on behalf of the league. Ian Rappaport joining us right now. What are you hearing about yesterday's developments, Ian?
Rich, from a football sense, I talked to 4 high-level evaluators who viewed Kaepernick's workout, and here's the consensus among those 4. First of all, he was in good shape, didn't do any running or agility drills, but certainly in good shape. The arm strength was there, as one told me. He definitely had his fastball. That really has not been in question. The deep ball accuracy was something that several of the evaluators told me was not exactly how they would want. Certainly some inconsistency there, but most of the ones I talked to, Rich, thought that Kaepernick had a showing that would be good enough from a football sense to put him on a roster. The other side of it, and we can't ignore this, is the frustration with what you mentioned, the changing of the venue, if only because so many teams sent pro scouts there, had them planning to go, and then they were not able to go because of the change. That is something they were really, really upset about.
All right, Ian Rappaport, much appreciated right there. Now to discuss this, let's send things over to our Hall of Famers. Kurt, Irv, take it away.
All right, thanks a lot. And, I'm just going to first start just with the football side of it. When we saw and watched the workout, since we got a chance to see it, he looked like Kaepernick back when he played. I mean, the arm strength was there. Technique, I think, was a little bit off at times. But, let's be honest.
Right.
That wasn't his
away.
strength necessarily when he played. It was just a strict drop-back passer. Looked like he was in good shape. All of those things. I think the biggest question for me is that it's been 3 years now. And I remember when I first started trying to make a career in the NFL, I was with the Packers and then got cut. And it was 3.5 years later before I got back into the NFL. The difference, though, Michael, is I was playing football. There is nothing you can do on a football field against air that gets you ready to play in the National Football League and read defenses and be able to have that feel and the sense of slowing the game down. So that would be my biggest question. Not can he throw it, not does he have the arm, is he in good enough shape, but can you make that transition being out of the game for 3 years to coming back into the game and playing at the same level that he did before?
And my first thought, Kurt, was that there are so many more opportunities for Cap in his skill set now in the National Football League. Before, it was more of a, impatient offense. Nobody was patient with it, but now we have many teams running this kind of a style at quarterback, and we got a great game today between 2 guys that are playing this style, and if he's not starting somewhere, he could back up. But what I was disappointed with is I'm trying to discern what is victory here. What is victory? For me, and I know a lot of people I talk to, victory will be getting this kid back on a football team. We're past, and I know we had plenty of conversations about, okay, is his skill set good enough? He took a team to a Super Bowl in 2012. Yeah. His skill set is good enough. We're past that question. It's just getting him back on a football team. And then how all of this transpired. Yeah. How all of it transpired, how you move the workout. And then after the workout, you basically call out the commissioner and all 32 teams. It's like, are we trying to get to a resolution here, or we're just trying to continue the problem? And that's what I was disappointed with. I really want to see him get on a team and inspire people that way.
Yeah, and it's going to be fascinating to see what comes of this. The 25 scouts, it sounds like it was down to 7 or 8 that actually saw the workout. I know the tapes are going to go out, but...
The originally scheduled workout was arranged by the NFL, set up by the NFL at 3 p.m. Eastern at the Falcons facility in Flowery Branch, Georgia. That was, I guess, called off is the only words for it, because before 2 p.m., Colin Kaepernick's team announced they were moving the workout to a high school in Riverdale, Georgia, about 60 miles away. And as you can see, however, the workout did eventually happen. Kaepernick winged it around, showed a ton of arm strength. He then met afterwards with the gathered media and had this to say.
Around here, we're ready to play. We're ready to go anywhere. My agent, Jeff Nally, is ready to talk to any team. I'll interview with any team at any time. I've been ready, I'm staying ready, and I'll continue to be ready. And to all the people that came out here today to support, I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. We'll continue to give you updates as we hear. We'll be waiting to hear from Roger Goodell, the NFL, the 32 teams. We'll let you know if we hear from them.
Signed autographs for the fans that were there as well. Steve Wyche was outside of the Flowery Branch facility in Georgia, the Falcons facility. So let's start right here. How did the location change go over with teams in attendance with the NFL, Steve? What did happen there?
Yeah, Rich, I was there for all of it. And the circumstances surrounding the staging of this event really overshadowed the actual workout from the NFL kind of hastily organizing this last week and not having everything buttoned up before announcing it to Kaepernick's people, just showing an absolute distrust in everything the NFL did and backing out about 45 minutes before that Flowery Branch workout. Look, Kaepernick's people said that there was a clause in a waiver that the NFL had sent over, an employment clause that bothered them. Now, the NFL said that just guarantees that there will not be employment for anyone trying out during a workout, not just for Colin Kaepernick. They also said that they were leery. The deal breaker was that the fact they could not have an independent camera crew because they thought the NFL might manipulate its film or could manipulate its film is going to send to all 32 teams. Now, the NFL released a statement saying that it was disappointed that Kaepernick backed out, but it also said his status remains as a free agent. He is free to sign with anybody. Now, Kaepernick was going to get an audience in front of more than 20 NFL executives. I saw them walking into the building. I had one GM, Rich, who had a representative there, told me this was a farce. And a real tell, Rich, was the fact that of those more than 20 personnel people, only 8 of them traveled to that high school. But I will tell you this, Kaepernick's people said that they will be sending the video of Kaepernick's workout to all 32 of those teams.
Well, because it was at the high school. It went global, if you will, because it was on the internet. People could see it being streamed, and you could see the video right here of Kaepernick running around and throwing around, having a good time, as you could see. So what happens next, Steve? Ballpark it for me.
Yeah, I mean, you talked about that. And speaking to people, and you mentioned it, you could see the arm strength, you could see the workout went fairly well. But Jeff Nally, Kaepernick's agent, said he is not optimistic that he's going to get a call from an NFL team because, frankly, he hasn't for 3 years. But I asked Nally, I said, look, you talked about there's going to be no GMs or head coaches at the original workout. But, you know, it's not the football people, Rich, who have been keeping Colin Kaepernick out of the NFL. It has been NFL ownership. So when I said that to Nally, he said, well, I will say this. Roger Goodell got 25 teams to say that they were going to show up to see Colin Kaepernick. If he could make that happen, maybe this is a step into him convincing an owner to signing Kaepernick.
Steve Wyche, the first to announce right here on NFL Game Day morning, a very special opportunity for all you parents with football star kids out there. For more, here's our friend Deion Sanders.
Last year, prime time went Hollywood for the NFL Super Bowl commercial. Now it could be your kids' turn. We need 32 kids to be in the next NFL Super Bowl commercial. We're looking for the next generation of superstars, ages 9 through 12. Parents, here's how to enter. Create a highlight reel showcasing your kids' moves, cuts, and game. Submit your video to our website, and we might just see you in Miami.
All right, the search is on for the stars of the next Super Bowl commercial. No purchase necessary to enter or win. And for entry and rules, visit playfootball.com/next100. Let's now check out once again on that Patriots and Eagles rematch of Super Bowl 52.
It's Super Bowl 52.
Give it everything you got tonight. We play for each other.
Bulls fakes. He is going deep. Touchdown. One across the 20, the 50, the 10, the 5.
Good job, boys. Just do it, all right?
Driving off a tackle at the 10. Touchdown.
Go for it right here. Go for it right here. Philly special. Ready?
Goes directly to Clement. Reverses it. And it is a touchdown by Nick Foles. He throws to the middle of the end zone. Touchdown, Gronkowski. He is going deep and touchdown.
Throws it down the right side for Hogan. He's open. He leaps. He tumbles into the end zone. A lob towards Gronkowski. Makes the grab as he dives to the pylon.
The Patriots take the lead. Back goes 9 seconds left. Brady throwing